T0B Antenna Saftey. Which of the following is a good practice when installing ground wires on a tower for lightning protection? C. Ensure that connections are short and direct. Lightning protection ground wires should be short and direct to minimize resistance and inductance. Loops and sharp bends increase arcing risk and reduce effectiveness. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? D. All of these choices are correct. Tower climbing requires all three: proper training, continuous tie-off to the tower, and approved climbing harness. Omitting any one of these creates a serious fall risk. Under what circumstances is it safe to climb a tower without a helper or observer? D. Never. Never climb a tower alone. A ground observer can call for help if you're injured, hand up tools, monitor conditions, and keep bystanders clear of the work area. Which of the following is an important safety precaution to observe when putting up an antenna tower? C. Look for and stay clear of any overhead electrical wires. Contact with overhead power lines during tower installation is one of the leading causes of electrocution in amateur radio. Always survey the area for power lines before raising any structure. What is the minimum safe distance from a power line to allow when installing an antenna? B. So that if the antenna falls unexpectedly, no part of it can come closer than 10 feet to the power wires. The safety standard is that if the antenna were to fall in any direction, no part should come within 10 feet of any power line. This provides a margin for unexpected structural failures. What is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? D. This type of tower must never be climbed unless it is in the fully retracted position. A crank-up tower must be fully retracted or nested down before anyone climbs it. Extended sections could collapse under a climber's weight, causing a fatal fall. When should members of a tower work team wear a hard hat and safety glasses? D. At all times when any work is being done on the tower. Hard hats and safety glasses are required at all times during tower work. Dropped tools, hardware, and debris from above can cause serious head and eye injuries to anyone in the area. What is a safe grounding method for a tower? B. Separate 8-foot ground rods for each tower leg, bonded to the tower and each other. Proper tower grounding requires separate 8-foot ground rods at each tower leg, all bonded together and to the tower. This creates a low impedance path for lightning current to reach Earth. Which of the following establishes grounding requirements for an amateur radio tower or antenna? C. Local electrical codes. Local electrical codes based on the National Electrical Code establish grounding requirements for amateur radio towers and antenna installation. The FCC does not specify grounding details. Which of the following is true when installing grounding conductors used for lightning protection? C. Sharp bends must be avoided. Sharp bends in grounding conductors creates points where lightning current can arc across the bend rather than following the wire. Use gradual sweeping curves for the most effective path. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy lines? A. To prevent the turnbuckle from loosening due to vibration. Safety wire locks the turnbuckle barrel so the vibration from the wind cannot unscrew it. Without safety wire, the turnbuckle can gradually loosen, reducing guy wire tension and risking structural collapse. What is a good precaution to observe before climbing an antenna tower? C. Put on a climbing harness and inspect the tower and all safety equipment. Before climbing, always don a climbing harness and thoroughly inspect the tower structure, climbing pegs, safety equipment, and all hardware for damage, corrosion, or wear. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? D. All of these choices are correct. Before climbing, all powered circuits must be de-energized, locked out, and tagged. The building owner must be notified, and you must verify the tower is not energized as an antenna. T0B key takeaways. Never climb a tower alone. Always have a helper or observer on the ground, no exception. Tower climbing requires training, continuous tie-off, and an approved harness. All three every time. Crank-up towers must be fully retracted before climbing. Extended sections can collapse. If an antenna falls, no part should come within 10 feet of any power line. Survey before installing. Ground each tower leg with separate 8-foot rods, bonded together. Avoid sharp bends in ground conductors. Safety wire through turnbuckles prevents vibration from loosening guy wire tension.